Smash roster is one of my favourite parts in the entire Smash series, with the inclusions of new fighters every installment. Some fighters don't make it in. Welcome to A New Foe Has Appeared, where we are going to brainstorm ideas for fighters that could possibly happen in the future. Let's get into it. Up next, Busan, South Korea. Not usual for a real world location to be in A New Foe Has Appeared. Oh, wait a minute. It's the Busan, South Korea from Overwatch. Like, if you think about it, I did a Who Will Prevail thing in the previous episode of A New Foe Has Appeared on who will prevail. And A was Kid Cobra. And B, I will reveal shortly. I felt like adding an Overwatch character to an episode. I can tell you now, it's not Tracer. It would be too obvious if they added Tracer to Smash. But if they were to add like a character from Overwatch that wasn't Tracer, I would pick this character I'm about to reveal. D.Va from Overwatch is one of my personal favourite characters. And what triggered me to talk about her is there was a free trial for Overwatch recently. I played it, and the character I used the most was D.Va. And I felt like talking about her. And if you're wondering who Mecha is, technically I got Mecha from the Overwatch animated short Shooting Star, which is the name of the squad. Which is kind of confusing because if you knew there was Overwatch pop figures, there's a pop figure called D.Va with Mecha, which kind of makes me confused. Is Mecha the name of the robot or the name of the squad that D.Va's in? So, about the Who Will Prevail thing. Choice B was D.Va. I'll save Kid Cobra for a future episode.
So now we get on to the moveset. The moveset was a tricky one, because don't forget there's D.Va herself and Mecha. So I had to create two movesets, one for mech mode and one for pilot mode. So to start with, micro missiles. D.Va takes a wide stance with her mech as it takes aim forwards. Opponents within a certain distance when the attack is being charged, about the same as Palutinas or Turreticals, will gain red cross pin bullseye over them. And once the attack is released, D.Va releases seeking missiles that follow and seek after the targeted opponents. The side special being boosters. D.Va uses her boosters in her mech to thrust forwards at great speed. You cannot control the mech back and forth while the boosters are active. But the boosters activated, the mech will thrust forwards with an energy barrier around it. This attack is very fast and powerful and can get D.Va through opponents quickly and easily. It doesn't have a bit of ending lag. It can also be used as a combo for recovery with the up special if you can use it before using the recovery special. The up special being mech thrusters D.Va shouts, thrusters activated, as she performs an upward diagonal corkscrew recovery with the mech. This recovery is very fast and can cover descent ground to make up for the slow nature of some of the mech's other moves. As the mech hurdles upward while spinning, it will be engulfed in similar energy as the side special. Once reaching the peak height, D.Va will enter freefall mode. However, if you want an extra boost, you can press down B while still in air to enter self-destruct and boost D.Va upwards slightly more. And for self-destruct, above D.Va's health bar is a health meter for the mech. Once the heal meter is depleted, the mech will go into self-destruct mode and begin to smoke. After a few seconds, D.Va is ejected. The mech explodes with a deadly explosion. At any time, you can speed this process up with the down special. Using down, D.Va ejects herself from the mech and propels herself a descent distance into the air. As she does this, the mech begins to smoke and flash for 2 seconds before exploding in a large and powerful explosion. This explosion has large kill potential and can also be used as an additional jump after using the recovery special, self-destructing. The mech will cause D.Va to switch into pilot mode, where she is faster but has weaker defense than in her mech. Now for this final smash, being Mobile Exo-Force Barrage. As you see there, the picture is from the Shooting Star short that I mentioned earlier. So, D.Va ignites her boosters as she shouts, "Boosters engaged," as she rushes forward a great distance across the stage at hyperspeed. If D.Va makes contact with any opponents during this startup, they will be blasted upwards, where the stage will transition into a cinematic. In this cinematic, D.Va leads a group of mobile Exo-Force mechs, also known as Mecha. Similar to her short film, Shooting Star, D.Va leads the charge and shouts, "Let's own these noobs," as 3 other mechs fire a barrage of attacks at the opponents seen falling in the air. After a few moments of the mech barrage of attacks, D.Va takes aim with her micro missiles and releases a barrage of missiles. The missile bombard the opponents will send everyone back to the main battle, as opponents receive massive damage and knockback. This final smash also resets the mech's health. However, this doesn't heal D.Va, but just resets the health of the mech before it destructs. This is D.Va's second moveset, being Pilot Mode. With a light gun, a mid-range automatic blaster, D.Va takes aim forwards and fires rapid blasts from her light gun. She cannot move while firing these blasts, but the blasts travel about as fast as Fox's blaster, with power of Wolf's blaster. Great for keeping distance and pressure on opponents as you wait for your mech to recharge. Defense Matrix is the side special.
pilot mode, stolen from her recently destroyed mech, D.Va aims her light gun forward to create a green barrier of code and data in front of her. This barrier acts as a shield for D.Va, and while it won't reflect projectiles, it will absorb projectile attacks and cause projectiles like items and such to simply bounce off the shield and onto the ground. D.Va is completely vulnerable from behind through as she uses the defense matrix, so be careful. Eject flip, an ability she learned from using her mech. D.Va performs a large front flip recovery as if she were ejecting from her mech. Once at the peak height, D.Va will begin to fall and cannot use aerials, but she can still fire her light gun while in the air, but can't even aim it. As she descends, a great recovery, but deals no damage minus attacks from the gun. Call Mech is once the mech health meter is recharged above D.Va's health bar, she can press down B to summon a mech. After pressing down B, a grid appears in front of D.Va as a new mech flies down to that spot, and D.Va quickly climbs in. As the mech enters, it has super armor, so D.Va isn't harmed as she tries to enter the mech. And finally, her second final smash being Big Shot, an ability from Heroes of the Storms. D.Va shouts, "Nerf this," as she supercharges her light gun. The gun sparks rapidly with electricity as she takes aim forward and releases a massive blast of energy forward. The blast of energy works like a mixture between Samus and Dark Pit's final smashes. The blast is about half the size of Samus's and Dark Samus's. The final smashes as delivers damage and works similarly to Dark Pit's final smash, where it travels in a straight line across the stage and deals massive, quick damage to any opponent who is hit, as the camera quickly zooms in on them before they are sent flying after delivering the shot attack. D.Va automatically calls the mech no matter the cooldown and hops back into it. And with these two movesets, this will make D.Va and Mecha the second fighter in Smash to have more than one moveset. And for the classic mode, Omnic Defense Pilot, a reference to D.Va's battle against the corrupt Omnic Menace. D.Va's classic mode has her face off against robotic opponents or opponents who use robotic weaponry. So round 1 it could be Meta Ridley, round 2 being Samus, round 3 Dark Samus, round 4 Mega Man, round 5 D.Va times 3, round 6 being Rob times 3, and the boss fight being Gallium being the boss. For the Spirit Board, Winston, portrayed by Donkey Kong, Junkrat and Roadhog, portrayed by Shulk and Wario, May being portrayed by Ice Climbers. Obviously, we cannot have the Spirit Ball without this spirit, but Tracer being portrayed by Mii Fighter. If we actually got a Mii costume of Tracer, it could work. Lucio being portrayed by Greninja. Sombra being portrayed by Mewtwo. Wrecking Ball being portrayed by Pichu and Metal Kirby. And we could not have the Spirit Board without a Legend Spirit, but Reaper portrayed by Snake. The stage being Busan, South Korea from Overwatch. The name might have to be changed due to real world references. Only because I'm not sure if it's actually right to actually reference the real world in Smash Bros. Well, they did in one of Terry's soundtracks, Let's Go to Seoul. And her HUD in battle could look like this. Up, her health bar is a charge bar for the mech. And there's D.VA MEKA here. And this is what she'll look like in battle. And when she's in pilot mode, the mech will be the same height as Ridley. And for her alternate costumes, I picked out some legendary costumes of hers that I liked. So here it is. Alt number 1. Her default coloring. Her Junker alt for number 2. Beaver for number 3. Black Cat for number 4. Wave Rider for number 5. Cruiser for number 6. Academy for number 7. And Officer D.Va for number 8. What do you think about D.Va? And what Overwatch character would you rather see in Smash if it were to be represented in Fighters Pass Volume 2? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notifications on. Finally, don't forget to comment when you're subscribed. And this episode's A and B is this week. These are your A and Bs. They're both from the same franchise, so you don't have to create an argument with yourself who out of these two should be in. You kind of get a clue on who they are by their silhouette and their colour. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn your notifications on. And tune in next Tuesday for one of these characters. BB8 out.